Yo, welcome back to this Warcraft series. Game 2 between XiaoKai and ThundeR. I've swapped players to match Booster because Booster apparently wants to super swap, and that was a bit annoying. Oh well. Yeah, game 1 was a game. Definitely fell into the pitfalls as an orc player, if I would say so, for XiaoKai. Kind of seemed aimless, his army comp wise. I was expecting just pure berserker spam with maybe even grunts with the shaman, but we didn't have any of that. We actually went double bestiary into attempted Wind Riders.
Ready to work.
I'm not sure. I was confused on that. Maybe even XiaoKai was too. But it is, I will admit, very difficult to deal with such a well-rounded comp that human has access to, which is rifle casters. But this time around it might be a bit different. ThundeR going for Mounting start versus XiaoKai, I believe, who's still going for the Farseer first. Bit of a shame. Would definitely like to see the Blade Master again, but yeah, it's just gonna be the Farseer just for the early control, it seems, with the Spirit Wolves, and maybe he just doesn't want to be as proactive on the harassment side. As you would expect with a Blade Master start, but that
work complete.
It's probably. Oh, I just realized that the score is actually.
The war chief.
I just realized I did score wrong. Whoopsies, my bad. Of course, I have to get these things wrong. Apologies. I will try and get this fixed as quickly as possible. Yeah, what I was about to say was, I honestly think that XiaoKai probably needed to play proactive, because not being able to control his opponent's econ was might have been a bit might have been the reason why he lost that particular game. Here we go. Hopefully I changed it. Oops. Okay, there we go. Back to the game. Yeah.
Ready to work.
Because ThundeR was basically all over XiaoKai the last game. He was always the one attacking his opponent's base. Sure, XiaoKai started attacking a bit later, but that was probably a little too late at that point. Maybe he needed to try his best to try to deny that expansion for ThundeR. I mean, XiaoKai did equalize with his own, but being equal to human player is probably not ideal. I just realized ThundeR being on as the blue human player on the map Northern Isles, this is going to be almost impossible to actually see. Might just switch over to ThundeR. ThundeR's our perspective this time around, because it is definitely a lot easier to see purple than it is blue on Northern Isles. But yes, similar starts for XiaoKai, at least, with the Headhunters. But yeah, Mounting start here from ThundeR. Not sure if this is going to lead to anything different. A lot earlier of a lumber mill this time around. I did notice he did lumber mill around the middle of tier 2, but yeah, he's looking for a lot more footmen this time around. Definitely playing it a lot more aggressive. Hoping to maybe get some early kills here with the Stormbolts as well as the Footman Surround. Unfortunately that surround wasn't as clean, but I'm pretty sure another Stormbolt could finish it off, as it seems like that is not going to be the case. Mountain King diverts his eyes towards the Farseer maybe. Stormbolt onto a Headhunter. Definitely could have finished off that first Headhunter, but oh well. Is going to be able to pick up the kill here with the Footman. Farseer, I'm not even sure if he even tried to go for that denial. But at least he won't be losing any more Headhunters this time around. Footman without the Defend upgrade, even though I did say last game that Headhunters might find themselves a little bit difficult to deal with Footmen. That is only the case if they actually have the Defend upgrade. Fast expand here on the side of ThundeR. Normally you wouldn't see human players expand in front of an orc player, but considering it's Farseer versus Mountain King, the Mountain King probably has enough power to push away the Farseer, especially with how XiaoKai's been playing, very, very passively it seems. Not much in terms of aggression. This is XiaoKai's Sentry Ward? Yes it is. Actually I could just tell by the background color. Is going to place yet another Sentry Ward at this expansion. I mean, yeah, he has spotted it, but can he actually do anything about it? He does have a lot of Headhunters, but I don't think that's going to be enough to force a cancel. Not like it matters anyway, as the speed building is going to lead to this town hall being completed very soon. The tower is also about to be completed as well. Sure, Arcane Tower is not very scary, but XiaoKai's not even trying, which is going to be very bad. Level 3 Farseer is going to get himself that those level 2 Spirit Wolves. Shadowrunner coming out as the second hero yet again. Understandable, just a means to control that Mountain King, but yeah, I don't think it's going to matter too much in the grand scheme of things, because the way that this game is going in terms of economy wise, I would probably imagine ThundeR's just going to outpace his opponent eventually. Base is now done. Direwolves are actually killing a peasant or two, but yeah, once these double towers are done, I doubt the same success will be had over there. Still not tier 2 for ThundeR, which is a bit of a plus side for XiaoKai, because XiaoKai is starting to pick up a couple of picks here with the Hex. Definitely not on that Mountain King, but he is finally adding pressure to his opponent, which is something I wanted to see for a bit of a while. Arcane and Scout is now done. This Scout Tower, or Arcane and Guard Tower is now done. Tower number 3 does go down before going into anything. Mountain King gonna get hexed and go down to 450 HP, as the Stormbolt coming down onto a Headhunter here is gonna go and pick up a kill for himself in exchange for a couple more Footman kills there. XiaoKai looking really good despite the towers being completed. His wolves can indeed tank some feedback damage. But Defend is going to make it a lot more difficult to actually pick up these high HP Footman kills here. Even though he was able to do so in exchange for a troll or two.
Our forces are under attack. Ready for action.
Oh, here we go with the Demolishers, in fact. As well as Raiders coming into the mix here. So, siege damage finally being added to this. But is it too late? A lot of his core units are actually pretty low HP, and this could be a bit of a problem for XiaoKai. So another Stormbolt is going to pick up another Headhunter there. Demolisher is going to start shooting away at it. Probably should go after the towers. Oh, it actually does go after the towers there, but the splash damage is not actually picking up on that guard tower, which is a bit annoying.
Our town is under siege.
Probably need to manually target the location, XiaoKai, but there we go. He's now starting to do some splash damage. Will it be enough? I have no idea, but an snare onto the Mountain King is gonna force him to Stormbolt the Raider back in the face.
Job's done.
Armor supply is 41 for ThundeR, meanwhile XiaoKai is still at 35. Is going into a very quick Fortress tick as a couple of footmen actually snuck their way into this main base. The gold line has basically been wiped out. As you can see here, it seems like XiaoKai is actually going to pick up the pace on being a lot more desperate. Mountain King healing up the regeneration as well as the clarity. I'm surprised it took this long to get that cancellation down. But yeah, this is not looking good. XiaoKai still has yet to recover his gold line. The footman is finally about to die, but only in exchange for a TP scroll as well as about... Gosh, I don't even know how long those footmen are actually down there for. But yeah, it's not looking good anymore. I thought XiaoKai with this pressure would be enough, but just a couple of footmen suiciding into the gold line here was enough to probably negate that entirely. Furbolg is gonna go down here. I think it's just an orange creep camp. So the item is going to be, if that was even an item. I don't think it was. That is a very interesting sound effect from those sorcerers. Ooh. One of the wind is going to get used by the Mountain King. I'm very curious where he picked that up from, but the Shadow Hunter is going to go down after a very nice one of the wind to a Stormbolt there. We do hear a Blood Mage being trained up by the human side, however. Footman is going to go down, but the TP scroll is now being channeled. Blood Mage comes out for the second hero of the human side. So, yeah, some sort of mana battery for the Mountain King at least. Right, 24 supply for the Orc player. This is definitely not a position XiaoKai wants to be in. He actually has no peons on lumber. Might be bad, could be bad. Altar of Storms is going to be reviving the Shadow Hunter yet again, but oh man, not only are you down one base, opposed to your opponent, but your main and only base kind of took a big hit, and now you are just super behind. And it's not like XiaoKai even traded his gold line for this. He didn't even get the space down, which is a huge feels bad. So yeah. Definitely not looking good for the Orc player. Mountain King also super close to level 5. The magic number for that level 3 Stormbolt. So never mind, he's just gonna go for level 3 Thunderclaps instead. He does retrain into Thunderclap Stormbolt. I actually didn't catch what he had before. Did he have a Stormbolt with Bash? I actually have no idea, but yeah, this time around he's gonna go more focused into Thunderclap, which makes sense. Like I said before, even though it was nerfed a little bit in terms of damage, it still does a lot of damage regardless. And there's absolutely no way that the Orc player can actually yeah, negate that damage, because yeah, Orc units don't have magic immunity, I don't think, which is a bit odd. I'm pretty sure at least all the other races have some sort of anti-magic unit. But yeah, not this time around. Berserker form is now completed. but they are just face tanking that Thunderclap. Mountain King so close to level 5 here is going to toss that Stormbolt. Stormbolt into Mana Drain, just a very classic combo, being able to freely drain the mana for the duration of that stun. Shadow Wolves on the ground here. I did not actually cast the Farseer healing level 5, but he is indeed level 5. Interesting, so I'm not sure how much of a dynamic Shadow Wolves will actually have in this game, but considering the Mountain King has finally hit that level 5, he is going to slap very hard. Albeit, he doesn't have that much mana, but he's already halved this Kodo Beast, at least. TP Scroll is going to get channeled here as another Rifleman is going to go down. 46 versus 54, so XiaoKai is actually caught up quite quickly, in fact.
I come to cleanse this land.
He actually has the same number of military units as his opponent. The only problem I see here is the 9 workers versus 18. So XiaoKai doesn't actually have that many units on lumber. As I say that, we do have a Goblin Strider at least. More Berserkers being trained up here. Kodo Beast is going to digest that Rifleman very slowly. Riflecasters should be online now for ThundeR, as Mountain King is full mana. Let's see how well he can perform. There we go with another level 3 Thunderclap there, as the Turn Chieftain is going to get Wand of Illusion up, trying to soak up the damage that XiaoKai does with his, or that ThundeR does with his A-click move, or attack move command. Blood Mage does go down at level 2, which is a bit bad. Mountain King is now without a mana battery and is finally going to get pushed away yet again. Not going to be pressured enough to TP Scroll, but he will still retreat nonetheless. Flying Machines not really doing too much here. Just acting as detection units, I guess. Or that he was expecting Wind Riders again. I don't think we're going to see Wind Riders this game. Looks like we're fully established into those Berserkers / Raiders. +2 attack. And no upgrades on those Raiders. Footman trying to make Lightning Strike twice it seems, but they are so heavily damaged thanks to these Shadow Wolves that that is just free experience over to the Orc side. Even though it seems like ThundeR was just trying to cull the supply so he can make a lot more Riflemen and Casters. Blood Mage is back. Wow, pumping out double barracks here with the Riflemen as well as double Arcane Sanctums. Shadow Wolves being an absolute menace. I'm surprised we don't have Magic Sentries upgraded, considering we've already seen those Shadow Wolves, but yeah, Control Magic is being researched, as well as Spellbreak is going to get added to the mix here. Yeah, stealing Shadow Wolves would be a huge boon for the human side. Blood Mage gonna drain the mana out of that Tauren Chieftain. However, Mountain King is down to about 100 HP. There is going to get dispelled out of that Hex and drink up a potion. However, he is still very low HP. Is going to be forced to TP once again. Yeah, Demolisher, even though it was made for that initial siege, it is still up and about. +2 attack. Very impressive. Wow, that's the Demolisher damage? That's a lot. That's definitely a lot. Was not expecting that. Mainly because I haven't seen a Demolisher in forever, I guess. Either way, Ogre Magi is gonna go down. Maybe? Nope, illusions cannot do damage, so that Magi will live for now, as we do have an attack here on the expansion of XiaoKai. Level 3 Blood Mage. He does have level 2 Mana Drain, and he will probably use it now, maybe? There are a couple illusions on the ground, so just gonna go for the sure thing onto the Tauren Chieftain. TP Scroll also gonna get channeled, as it seems like ThundeR may have got himself out of position there. Regen Scroll gonna get used, and I imagine he's just gonna go back into the fray very soon. Double Pendant Energy as well as the Sobi Mask onto the Mana King there, with the Mana Potion of course, so very unlikely he's gonna be out of mana, especially with the Blood Mage still up and about, but the Blood Mage
Smell magic in the air.
probably needs an Invuln
Research
Potion.
complete.
Just for that 7 seconds of no damage, no crowd control whatsoever. Castle Tech is on its way. Not sure how useful that will be in terms of Masters training for the priests and sorceresses. Yeah, there's a lot of units to polymorph for the sorceresses, but Inner Fire would
Forces are under attack.
it would be useful. Shadow Wolves gonna get spotted by those flying machines there, and they are gonna get control magicked by those Spellbreakers. They did take half HP, but it is still a free bit of harassment coming here. Or it might just be free experience. Probably should toss them over to the main base. Yeah, there we go, ThundeR. Yeah, expansion on the bottom right here has just been placed down, and we might even have a siege coming through. Shadow Wolves going after the burrows here, as where are those Shadow Wolves for XiaoKai? I am not sure. Maybe they got picked up by those flying machines? Either way, Shadow Wolves didn't actually prove to be all too useful there. Didn't do too much damage, it seems. Here's a Shadow Wolf. Is going to go after a couple of these peasants as they are trying to speed build this town hall. Yeah, Shadow Wolf's gonna time out, so the town hall is gonna get finished. Another attack coming through here. Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain. A lot of mana is gonna go down from him, as he did toss a War Stomp as well. Instant onto the Blood Mage, but I mean, he's already finished channeling his Mana Siphon. Level 6 Mountain King. Are we gonna have Avatar form on its way? Nope, not this time around, as we are just gonna TP back home. A Thunderclap to try and take down a Headhunter. Not Headhunter, Berserker, and he will be able to do so before he goes back home. Kotobeast does go down in exchange for a couple of Spellbreakers, it seems. But the expansion over here... Oh wow, double TP Scroll. Lots of investment there from the human side, but are we gonna have Avatar form on its way? That Mountain King took so much damage. Scroll of Healing is gonna get utilized there. Another health potion may be useful. Ethereal form has been cast onto the Mountain King before he goes back into the physical realm. Tauren Chieftain does go down, however, at level 3. TP Scroll is gonna get channeled for the Orc side this time around. Why do you not Avatar for Mountain King? He could have definitely tanked that a lot better if he did Avatar a lot earlier. But in the end, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. He still lives, and he is now ready to whoop some worker ass, I guess. 36 versus 65, heavily outnumbered for the Orc side, it seems. Main bases are going to lose their gold mines, but honestly, at this point, I don't think it matters all too much. Ethereal form onto the Forester, I think, but I think that was just for the lulz. Another Stormbolt gonna pick up a relatively healthy Troll Berserker. Just gonna get picked up by the Blood Mage there. Meanwhile, the Mountain King just gonna chase after these stragglers. Paladin comes out as a third and final hero here, but honestly, very waning hours it seems, because XiaoKai's basically just running around it seems. No expansion to mine off of. Main base, it still has a bit of gold, mainly because he had that brief period of not having a gold line, but still, he will eventually have to GG out. Yeah, 35 supply versus 67. This is basically all that he has left. Did actually take down a main expansion, but it is just swiftly being rebuilt.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
And that's gonna be game. GG from XiaoKai. ThundeR gonna take this 2-0. He does actually advance to the main event of Smile Cup 2. Apologies for sounding a little all over the place. Yeah, that game was just a little awkward to cast midway through, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. ThundeR, gonna keep my eyes out for more replays on him, and yeah, I'll see you guys in next time. Take care.